Coming up, a Nashville hospital is being absorbed by the Hospital Authority of Valdosta.
And thieves break into businesses on Ashley Street. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Spike Cook.
And I'm Ebony Dennis. The Hospital Authority of Valdosta in Lowndes County has announced plans to take over Nashville-based Berrien County Hospital. Berrien Hospital's owners have been looking for someone to sell it to for some months. Valdosta's Hospital Authority will take over the facility in February. This includes the urgent care center and the primary care practice. Current employees of the hospital will be offered positions by South Georgia Medical Center.
A local man has been arrested in connection to a credit card scam in Illinois. Investigators with Thomas County Sheriff's Office received a call from authorities in Kane County, Illinois, about a man who reported his credit card being used to make purchases online in Thomasville. The delivery address of these purchases led investigators to 50-year-old David Tyler of Thomas County. Lieutenant Tim Watkins, the chief investigator with Thomas County Sheriff's Office, said that on 10 separate occasions, Tyler allegedly made thousands of dollars worth of purchases online from Casual Mail, which is a big and tall clothing store. Tyler told investigators he did not know he was committing a crime. Tyler was arrested and taken to Thomas County Jail. He is charged with a felony credit card fraud and will be indicted on 10 counts. If convicted, Tyler could face up to 30 years in jail. He is currently out on bond.
Clarence Williams and Stanley Harrison told police that they were trying to score some cash and all they had to do was cash a check for some men. Cordell Police Sergeant Jeremy Taylor said that the two men were the fall guys, but that didn't keep them from being innocent victims. When the two returned, the cops were waiting outside. Right now, police believe the men running this scam have approached others and asked anyone to step forward with information regarding this case.
Valdosta police are looking for some thieves who broke into 2 restaurants on Ashley Street 2 nights in a row. Monday and Tuesday night, the crooks broke into La Jessico Mexican restaurant and the deli house and stole the cash registers, but there wasn't any cash in them. Valdosta police continue their investigation of the thefts.
A Woodstock family who recently lost their home to foreclosure lost even more than that Wednesday morning. Michael Vercher posted a Craigslist ad Tuesday night advertising for a free giveaway of some furniture the following morning. However, when Vercher returned home to supervise the giveaway after working at night, people were already taking away all of his things. People had broken into his home and were taking everything they could carry. Vercher described it as seeing ants in and out of the house. Vercher said everything in the house was gone: clothes, furniture, family keepsakes, all except for a few books and some torn shoes. Vercher says he hopes people will return some of the items they took.
Charges have been filed against a Colquitt County man in connection with the vehicle accident that took his mother's life. William Shee is charged with driving under the influence and child endangerment. His mother was ejected from the truck and died due to her serious injuries, but a 3-year-old child strapped into a car seat was unharmed.
Coming up, the local sheriff's election is heating up and the candidates are voicing their opinions on the issues.
And former First Lady Laura Bush is coming to Valdosta. Stay with us.
My dad's one of the producers for Saturday.
Bring this one.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion.
I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why
I chose
Division II.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Ebony Dennis.
And I'm Spike Cook. The race for Lowndes County Sheriff is on, and the candidates are pushing hard to get every vote they can. Current Sheriff Chris Prine says he wants people to know he's working to keep Lowndes safe. But Prine's opponent, J.D. Yeager, who worked in the sheriff's office as second in command for the past 7 years, says crime is up in Valdosta and the sheriff needs to protect all of Lowndes, not just Valdosta. 4 years ago, when these two candidates ran against each other, Prine won in a runoff election by a slim margin of only 1,700 votes.
Georgia Christian School is preparing to greet former First Lady Laura Bush this week as the featured speaker for the school's 2012 benefit dinner at Valdosta State University. Tickets sold out for the Thursday, October 25th event shortly after the school announced the event in May. A few years ago, Georgia Christian School began the annual dinner to benefit the school by inviting well-known sports figures. For the 2011 dinner, Georgia Christian headmaster Brad Lawson and school representative Ryan Warren changed the format by inviting former GOP presidential candidate and Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee. Selling out the Huckabee dinner, Georgia Christian looked to top the 2011 dinner. School officials were not able to book Laura Bush at first because her representatives initially declined the school's invitation. Laura Bush is not the first First Lady to visit Valdosta. Decades ago, Eleanor Roosevelt spoke at what would become Valdosta State University, and Hillary Clinton visited Valdosta with her husband Bill Clinton during his 1992 presidential campaign.
With the SPLOST tax issue on the November ballot, city librarians at the South Georgia Regional Library are asking for help from the community. News Valdosta's Nia Earp has more.
After several decades of use, the South Georgia Regional Library is looking to the community to help support its bids for the new facility with much-needed capabilities. The new library will be funded by the 7th cycle of the SPLOST tax, which can be voted into action by county voters on the November 6th ballot.
Once we find out if SPLOST 7 passes or not, negotiate with the hospital to sell this building to them, and we'll be building an entirely new main branch.
The South Georgia Regional Library was first opened in 1966 and is in dire need of a renovation. Because the library is so out of date, the maintenance and repairing of the building is becoming a hassle and some problems just can't be repaired. With a beehive nesting in the brick wall, they are constantly having issues with bees swarming in and out. If SPLOST is passed, this project is expected to begin in 2015. With Valdosta being a progressive community, they are trying to create a library that reflects those traits.
Libraries for generations have been a part of the community and have inspired people to better themselves in all aspects of life, whether it's parenting or in school, their job, whatever it may be. It inspires them to do better. That's what I think. I just think that it's really improved the community itself.
Okay.
That's what we're here for.
With South Georgia Regional Library looking to expand their facilities and better their capabilities, they're asking that the community members come out and support their local library. With News Valdosta, I'm Nia Earp.
Georgia is making moves that will change the way it funds public colleges by tying the money allotted to measure such performance and graduation rates. The plan, if approved, will mark a drastic change in the way Georgia funds its college system. A group appointed by Governor Nathan Deal on Monday signed off on a draft framework, though many details have yet to be completed. The amount of money colleges receive would be dictated mainly by how well students progress through college courses and the number of degrees earned.
In the wake of recent outbreak of fungal meningitis linked to contaminated steroid injections, the Archibald Memorial Hospital in Thomasville, Georgia has issued an official warning and recall to all those who might have received a contaminated injection. The Georgia Department of Public Health confirmed earlier this week that epidural steroid injections prepared by the New England Compounding Center had led to an outbreak of fungal meningitis in a senior citizen in Bibb County. The Archibald Memorial Hospital released a statement to patients who had received their steroid injections since May 21st to watch for symptoms of the infection, which include fever, headache, stiff neck, nausea, and altered mental status.
Taking a look at your local weather, today we will see a high of 86 and partly cloudy with a low of 64 tonight. The chance of rain today is 10%.
Coming up, the VSU Opera will showcase its production of Candide.
And the suspect in a shooting at a Georgia megachurch has been caught. Stay with us.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero oír. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED! Hey. Can you keep it down, brother? Thanks.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family.
Ooh.
So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Ebony Dennis.
And I'm Spike Cook. Authorities arrested suspect Floyd Palmer last night after shooting occurred that morning at College Park's World Changers Church International. Reports say that the church volunteer Gregory McDowell was leading a group in prayer in a morning service when a man walked in, fired several shots, hitting McDowell, and walked out. Floyd Palmer is now in custody, but an investigation is still ongoing.
The VSU Opera will bring Candide to life on the Whitehead Auditorium stage this Saturday and Sunday. The play is based on the satirical Voltaire novella of the same name. In the play, the main character is a self-proclaimed hopeless optimist that must learn to live in a harsh and unforgiving world. The production is described as a politically incorrect look into the harsh realities of the world and an equal opportunity offender. Admission is $20 for adults, $5 for non-VSU students, and free for all VSU students with appropriate ID.
Lowndes County Commissioners adopted a new policy Tuesday night for people who give their pets to animal control but then change their minds. Now there's a 24-hour cool-off period before the animals can be euthanized. Commissioners say that the wait time is not for the animals, but for the owners to make a final decision. Crawford Powell, Lowndes County Commissioner for District 3, says there are some exceptions to the waiting period, however. It will not be observed for animals whose owners are requesting euthanasia or that are aggressive to humans.
800 illegally dumped tires litter an area not far from the Flint River in Albany. The Department of Natural Resources owns the property but knew nothing about the dump until recently. State officials have no idea who dumped the tires, but they are now making plans to clean up the site. The state-owned property is now fenced off near Radium Springs Road. The land was acquired by the state through the River Care 2000 Green Space program started by former Governor Roy Barnes.
Just a reminder, Moody Air Force Base is having its open house this weekend. The Air Force Thunderbirds are scheduled to perform along with the additional aerial shows. The gates will open at 9 o'clock Saturday morning and the air show will begin at 11 o'clock both mornings. The event is free to everyone.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Ebony Dennis.
And I'm Spike Cook. Have a good day and we'll see you next time.